Was there a particularly dark day after the diagnosis as you became accustomed to that sort of stands out or that you remember?
Yeah, I think the day was when I collapsed driving on the motorway and I had to be taken into hospital. So I was on lots of different medications and I kept having reactions to them. And they brought me in this time and said that I've an infection on my brain. My liver count is 7 times higher than it should have been. And I had to come off all medication. And it was like, okay, now I'm up shit creek with no paddle. Now it's time to actually do it, because if I'm really honest, I think there was something in the back of my mind going, sure, there's medication there. And I remember reading an article, oh, they found a cure for MS and they'll have it out in 10 years. So I think I mentally sat back and went, it's fine. I'll just do what the doctors tell me and I'll wait for that. I'm good. But now it was like, oh, you've actually got to take a bit of accountability for yourself. And it was exciting in one way, but it was scary in another. But I think that was the day that really stands out, that it was like for the first year after that, I didn't take anything on. And that was hard. So if it was a dark day, could I turn that into a dark year instead? And then it wasn't until a big life event happened and I thought, okay, now's the time.
You've got two beautiful daughters. Was being a parent a blessing during that time, or was it an extra burden that just added an enormous amount of challenge to that time?
Yeah, blessing, like without a shadow of a doubt. And look, there was days and it was like, oh my God, like dragging my ass out of bed. Because fatigue, like chronic fatigue was one of the things. I remember I had to go sleep in the car at the half time during my eldest daughter's sports games, because I literally couldn't stand. So having the kids there, that I had to get up and, make lunches and dinners and all the rest. And honestly, during that time, I didn't want to, but it was probably the only thing that saved me, because if I didn't have them, I probably would have stayed in bed.
Did they understand what was going on?
Sadie didn't, my youngest didn't, but Olin did. And she's very, very intuitive. Like, she just has that caring nature about it. But I also, I've no doubt that it's had an effect on her.
Yeah.
I spent so many different weeks in hospital, with different complications and relapses and all the rest. And I think, God, her poor little head being at home and her mum's in hospital, that can't have been easy.
Yeah, some people are forced to grow up quick. Yeah, it means they have a tough head on their shoulders as a result.
Totally.